Hello there, YouTube. Devin here again, and today I have a boot review for you because I just got these out of storage. But we're gonna talk about some neat little things I found about boots and stuff like that, and good quality winter boot selection, along with some preferences and stuff. So we're gonna get into it now that the seasons are kind of starting to turn here, and it's getting colder. Maybe not where you live, but where I live, it's winter, usually about at least half the year. So we'll get right into it. Now, this is a pair of big rubber Wellingtons, as a lot of people call them. And they're awesome. These are very, very awesome Wellingtons. Now, this is probably the most expensive pair of boots that I really bought for, like, military use. They were always something I had with me. Always something I have with me. I usually leave them in my car, even most of the year, or something very similar to them. Usually a cheaper, lighter pair in the car, most of the year. And this is my actual winter pair, and I'll wear these all the time in the winter. They're absolutely great piece of footwear, and everyone should own at least one pair of something quite similar to these. So, but this is a big pair of basically rubber jack boots, otherwise known as Wellingtons. My dad always called them RJs, so for rubber jacks, but I just call them Wellingtons. Now, this pair is made by pretty much the Rolls-Royce. This is pretty much the Rolls-Royce company as far as Wellingtons go, and it's made by Les Chamoux there. And this company started in 1927, if you couldn't tell by the logo. But they make their boots out of a natural rubber. And all these reinforcement points you see on here are Kevlar. So there's a big layer of Kevlar under here. There's even more. There's another layer of Kevlar on the toe. There's one here in the heel. So you don't wear it out. So you can like beat the shit out of these. These are super low maintenance, super easy to clean. You get them dirty or anything, you just turn the garden hose on them, let them dry. That's it. I got the adjustable calf ones. This is my second pair I've ever owned. The first pair I ever owned, I bought. These are expensive, by the way. This pair was like $350. But they last you a long time, and I still have my other pair. This is just going to be my pair for when my other pair wears out. I've had it now for like a year, barely worn them, so these ones are just kind of sitting in the closet waiting on the sidelines for the other ones to give out, because I'd rather buy it before it breaks, before the other pair breaks, and then have a backup pair ready, instead of breaking them and fucking waiting and needing them and waiting for them to get here. Now, when I bought these, they came FedEx from England. They took them about 4 days to get here. The shipping on them is always free, which is nice, unless you're buying them from some other site or some place like that. It doesn't take a lot to get them over here. You get what you pay for. A lot of times with these, especially with shoes, you get what you pay for. So, but these are a very, very nice pair of boots, and like I said, they're like the Rolls-Royce. Now, the basic models you can get for like $20. You could buy them pretty much everywhere for like $20, and they're going to be like a PVC rubber, and they're going to be just like lined with a cloth, like a jersey knit kind of cloth, usually in like a flannel pattern, which is like the traditional way that they are. But these are made out of 100% natural rubber, which is going to last a lot longer. It's not going to crack or get gross or anything like that. You do have to take care of these ones more than the other ones. I wash them down every few months, like 4 months. You spray them with silicone oil, and you just rub them down real good. And that's going to keep the rubber from forming this kind of white overtone on it, which doesn't affect the rubber. It's not going to affect the waterproofness or how it works or anything like that, but it's just not as pretty looking. And it's kind of like oxidation of the rubber, really. So the silicone oil is just going to prevent that. And as you can see, they're a little greasy because they've been sitting around now with the silicone oil for a bit. But this is the calf adjustable pair, and the other pair I have has the big zipper down the side, and those are a lot closer fitting than these. I really, really like these though, because I can wear I can squeeze my winter pants into these ones. Whereas the zipper ones, it's kind of tight. These are a lot more comfortable because I can adjust it, the calf. So they have a very, very aggressive outsole on them, which is something you want in the winter, and that's when I wear these, is in the winter. You get pretty good traction. They're oil, shock, and slip resistant outsole. The inside now, super nice, fully leather lined with a very, very nice high quality leather. Very, very nice leather. Probably some of the nicest leather I have in any of my shoes as far as the lining goes. They don't come with insoles. That's another problem I have. But most military boots don't come with insoles or come with very, very shitty insoles, and I end up putting my own ones in there anyway. So that wasn't such a bad gripe. But they are designed to be a little bit loose, so my insoles make them a little bit more snug, which is kind of nice when I'm wearing smaller socks, lighter weight socks. But when I put my big heavy like Wellington socks, my wool socks on, they get to be just a bit tight, but they'll stretch when I start wearing them a bit. So, and once I pack the insoles down a while, once I wear them, it'll end up being a perfect fit a couple months into this winter probably. So super, super nice. Now, you guys probably are looking at me and you're like, well, why is this on your channel? Blah, blah, blah. You really only do military surplus stuff. And I'm like, well, yeah, there's a reason why we have these on here. And I bought my first pair of rubber boots for the winter use. All right. After I saw that the Finnish military, all right, issued rubber boots. And I'm like, that's pretty freaking ingenious. That's a pretty cheap way to have, they issued rubber boots like this. That's a pretty ingenious way to give your soldiers something nice to have in the winter for wet, soggy conditions in the spring and the fall, and in the winter, inexpensively, because they're just big, wide open rubber boots. You could just, put extra socks on, throw your feet in these, tuck your pants in, and you're going to be warm, snug as a bug in a rug, and you're not going to get wet unless you literally get water over the top of the boot, which is hard to do because these are tall. So as long as you're using your common sense, this is a good, cheap way to have your feet dry and everything like that, especially if you're getting like a $20 pair at Walmart. This is an awesome winter combat boot to do. Mostly they come in green and black. The traditional color of Wellingtons is green and black. So these are the kind of light olive diarrhea green color. So they go good with pretty much anything that has a lot of green in it. So I like these a lot. They're awesome, awesome winter boots. They're really quiet, really comfortable. Like almost no break-in time to them. They have a lot of flex, as you can see, because they got such a nice rubber in them, so they're not going to give you blisters or anything as long as you fit them correctly, obviously. So this is a size 44. I wear usually about a 43 and a half European, so this is perfect, so I can wear thicker socks in the winter, which is when I decide to wear these, is in the winter. So take that into consideration when you're ordering these. They're supposed to be worn with thicker socks, and they have no insoles. So if you're someone like me who has high arches, you want to probably put your own insoles in these, and you're going to want to probably anyways, just to have some more padding, because these are quite heavy. And they will wear you out fast, so having nicer insoles in there will help. So take that into consideration too when you're ordering your Wellingtons or when you're buying them. Most of the time, if you're buying off-the-shelf ones, if you pick your shoe size, they will be oversized from your shoe size already. So like, let's say you wear a 10, they're going to be about, and you pick a pair that says 10 on them, off the shelf, they're going to be probably about a 10 and a half or a little bit larger than a 10 to compensate for the fact that you should be wearing heavy socks in them. So I absolutely love this company. They make some awesome pairs of boots, and you get what you pay for. I'm not sponsored by these people or anything. If they really wanted to, I would sing their praise all day, because there's nothing wrong with these. They're super comfortable. They fit super nice. They're easy to take care of, easy to maintain. They make a great product, and I see why they've lasted since 1927, and why they have such a name for quality. These are all these boots, all Les Chameaux boots are made by hand in France. So you're getting what you pay for. They're all hand inspected, hand built, handmade. So there are imperfections in them. You can see there's a little bump here that must have been like a Kevlar fiber that got stuck up or something like that. There's, you know, little imperfections in the rubber, but that doesn't bother me in the slightest. I know I got a high quality product. I know they wouldn't have sent it to me if it wasn't up to their standards, because the French make some awesome stuff. And they're very into their work. They really like sending out a quality product and making a quality product and standing behind the product they make. So I'm not worried at all that these boots will last me probably forever. I'll probably be wearing these till I die, which, you know, could be soon, could be a long time from now. Either way, I'm going to be totally ecstatic that I get to use these. So hopefully you guys like this video, and you're into this sort of thing, and you have some insight into what I wear now in the winter, because you've seen lots of my summer pairs of combat boots. This is like my go-to winter pair of combat boots. So, despite the fact that they're not really combat boots, but they work awesome. So, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video, and give your opinions on this. If you have a pair of these or anything like that, or if you want to know where to get a pair, message me in the comments, and I'll see what I can do for you. See if I know a couple places where they have them on sale every so often. So, but thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.